In 1981, Yossi Ginsburg made the greatest mistake of his life. A naive 22-year-old Israeli, fresh out of military service, he had embarked on a backpacking trip across South America to La Paz, Bolivia. Along the way, he acquired new friends, including Karl Ruprecht, an Australian geologist who promised to take the group deep into the Amazon through previously uncharted territory. Ruprecht proved to be little more than a con artist who could not even swim. As the tensions in the group grew, Ginsburg and another member of the group, Kevin Gale, decided to break away from the others by taking a raft along the Tuichi River. After a few hours, however, they entered Whitewater Rapids. The raft crashed into a rock, and Gale managed to swim to the banks while Ginsburg was washed downriver and over a waterfall. What followed is one of the most astonishing survival stories in recent history. In his 3-week journey back to civilization, Ginsburg faced venomous snakes, wild jaguars, and parasitic worms that burrowed deep into his skin. That's not to mention the extreme hunger that led him to spend hours at a time daydreaming about all the food he would eat after he had been rescued. It was the lack of human company, however, that threatened to break Ginsburg. "I suffered most from the loneliness," he later wrote. A staunch individualist, he remembered once feeling scornful of the idea that people need people. Now he saw that social connection was as essential as food or water. He even created imaginary friends to stave off mental collapse. Such feelings are common to anyone who has suffered extreme isolation. Just consider the words of the late US Senator John McCain describing his experience of solitary confinement as a prisoner of war in Vietnam. "It crushes your spirit and weakens your resistance more effectively than any other form of mistreatment. The onset of despair is immediate, and it is a formidable foe." Finding covert ways to communicate with the other prisoners was a matter of life and death, he said. Evolution wouldn't have programmed us to feel this anguish at being alone if relationships were not one of life's fundamental requirements. According to an enormous body of research, social connection is as essential for our long-term health as a balanced diet and regular physical activity, while loneliness can be a slow-acting poison that severely reduces our lifespan. Social connection can also boost our creativity and productivity, and it even comes with unexpected professional benefits, all of which should make our life less stressful and more rewarding. C.S. Lewis was precisely wrong when he wrote that friendship is unnecessary. It has no survival value. Rather, it is one of those things which gives value to survival.